3, 2, 1. What's good, YouTube and Twitch? I am joined by Mystic V on commentary as we get underway, evolving 2 more sets from our previous feature matches. In the previous feature match, we were in LOB format with the very first limited list alongside 2 structure decks and LOB. Now we advance to having Metal Raiders, MRD, and TP1, meaning everyone's gonna have really expensive decks in our tournament with 3 Mech Chasers, something you didn't see too often back in the day that really mattered all the way until Labyrinth of Nightmare when we got a 1900 beater in Gemini Elf. And starting with 6 cards, remember there is priority, although there's not much to use priority with here. We've got all sorts of cards because there's no ban list. There's only a limited list. The first cards don't get banned until the turn of Go For It. And there's Pot Agreed right off the start for CJ Krause.
You know for a fact that that guy's going to draw into Graceful Charity instantaneously. It's like
that's starter deck Pegasus. That's a little further.
Okay,
we're not quite there yet.
Good to hear. I'm glad that that's not going to be as toxic as. Oh man, memory serves me correctly. That's always something that happens. Someone goes, "Okay, I'm gonna go Graceful Charity," and then Pot Agreed, and then I'm just like,
well, when you draw cards, you see your other cards. All right, we've got a set now. Very famously in these kinds of formats, T-sets are very powerful, and we do have the introduction of Heavy Storm in this format from Metal Raiders also. So now you have to start considering what to do with your back row. In the other format, to bait Trap Master, you would set your spells along with your traps, and so D spell would also be digging through back row. And there is Change of Heart, legal from starter deck Yugi in LOB format, but what flip effect monster is face down? Or is it a flip? Is it still a Wall of Illusion?
Watch it turn out to be Wall of Illusion, and basically him just having to, oh, I bet you anything it might be Mechanical Chaser.
There's 7-colored fish. We've evolved from the 1700 beaters like Battle Ox and Neo into 7-colored fish along with Login and Mech Chaser. We've got the optimal beaters for this format, and it is a Wall of Illusion.
Which is the smartest play. You don't want to be hitting, taking 50 and then bouncing back.
Yeah, Wall of Illusion still can even repel Mechanical Chaser in this format, so not a lot changes for the beaters versus Wall of Illusion for a while. Still a great defensive wall.
Are these guys going to be playing any sort of tribute fodder? Is this a straight level 4?
Summon Skull. Summon Skull was very famous in this format. Summon Skull Control, basically, very similar to kind of how the previous format had worked out, developed into being the card to summon.
I thought so. It seems to me like the beaters and the defensive plays for your single turn summons do make or break your turn 1 plays, but as time progresses, your back row is going to become more and more relevant. I
was making jokes earlier. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! As Upper Deck and God intended. But so we got an 1850 clash. It looks like, you know, CJ Krause has slammed $200 on the table with this Mech Chaser back in the day just to get over that 7-color fish. What a huge advantage, that 50 attack.
Is Morphing Jar legal?
No, that's Tournament Pack 2.
Okay, I was trying to remember whether or not those were in the first pack.
Yeah, something they started to do. The supers would always be 2 sets back. So Super Mech Chaser is in TP3, Super Jar is in TP4, but original Jar is TP. Oh, lightning from the sky! There goes a solid beater and a solid wall, a 2-for-1, so to speak. But Alex still down a total of 2 cards for his trouble. He -1'd on that Change of Heart, and he -1'd on getting his 7-colored run over. So now he's really trying to apply the life point pressure, and this should dig, depending on the back row. Is it Mirror Force? Yes, this digs him down below the 4K point.
Goodness, honestly, right now I'm a little concerned on whether or not hand advantage on Alex's turn. Oh, never mind.
Just draw all the Mech Chasers with that Pot Agreed, huh? Oh my goodness! I was expecting like a Summon Crash or another set, but no. Yeah, we're here. The first 4 sets add so much. The next layer coming from Magic Ruler, as it used to be called, aka Spell Rulers, is we have all the hand stuff happening with Confiscation, Delinquent Duo. But here, we just have still back and forth beatdown. With some traps. Yeah. We got Trap Hole, we got Mirror Force, we still have Monster Reborn, being about the only special summon you would think you'd be using. Ooh, Man-Eater Bug's gonna trade here.
I was expecting actually as opposed to the Wall of Illusion at the first turn just to see a Man-Eater Bug set.
Something that still happens even in Metal Raiders format with Storm is activate swords, flips Man-Eater Bug. Man-Eater Bug has no other targets and has to take care of himself.
Oh right, that's a pretty good blowout.
Whew. I like what the chat's saying people had to do for a playset back in the day, but I'm not gonna say that out loud because demonetization. Another +1 want her. Oh,
you gotta watch out from YouTube. They're watching.
Magician of Faith introduced in Metal Raiders gets back pot of greed. Oh, the advantage just doesn't stop there. And Alex,
I don't think the loss of life points is gonna hurt him at all.
You think he's just gained so much natural advantage at this point that he's going to be able to take care of Alex?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe Exodia's floating around in that deck.
CJ Krause activates another pot of greed. Unlikely we would see an Exodia deck duel. So I think those are still not quite that good at this junction in Yu-Gi-Oh! But that would be spicy. Reborn the monster. Special summoning. You cannot trap hole this card. And Mirror Force would be Alex's only saving grace, perhaps, at this point. The thing CJ can do here, yeah, he's just going to battle phase, so he doesn't have to commit anything else to the board right here, and then he can set a monster should he wish. So, like, if it was Mirror Force, he didn't lose a -1 despite being able to take that to the face. And now he can just continue to put cards down. I would really actually enjoy if that's a Pro Storm by Alex face down.
He's just been hiding it the entire time, just waiting for something to attempt to remove it, a Trap Master or anything.
4 back row, man. I think CJ is signaling a solemn judgment. I cannot see setting 4 in a format with Heavy Storm to this situation unless he has negation. I mean, I guess Magic Jammer is a thing too for Metal Raiders.
Yeah, it just came out, and I don't even remember it being that pop up. There goes the trap hole.
Yep, $200 to 10 cents.
Just, hey guys, I remember this one card. It's called Get Out.
Trap hole
Get in the hole.
Yeah, get in the hole.
On its skin.
Oh no! Oh man, Mech Chaser definitely got the hose again. Witch of the Black Force, another great addition from Metal Raiders, along with saying, and a lot of people used to call certain aspects critter control at this junction. And the Mirror Force.
Called it.
It's only going to be a 1-for-1 here, though, thanks to Witch of the Black Force, and that can actually grab another copy of Faith here, or it can, it's Sangan. The continuous pluses.
Yeah. I always try and imagine Witch of the Black Forest, when she dies, she literally just explodes and Summon Skull just walks over.
That is one of her targets, isn't it?
Yeah. That was one of the old school targets I remember.
Alright, we got a set and a pass. Could Alex have something that's going to help him out? A Magician of Faith would get him Regeki or Change of Heart. Change of Heart could be very huge at this junction.
He's not going to risk attacking into a Man-Eater Bug and losing a turn, so setting might not be a bad thought.
Yeah, well, if this is Faith, he can Change a Heart the face down. And if he's been saving Summon Skull, a trap hole is indeed gone.
And there's the Man-Eater part.
Woo! So it was Bug, and it's a Mask of Darkness. All right, we're playing Trap Revival as well. On CJ's side. CJ's draws and cards are looking very strong, but he keeps taking small chunks of damage here, continuously going lower. If he has a Solemn, like I've read, he's in no particular rush or danger, but what could his other back row be that he hasn't wanted to use in a while?
I'm not certain, but I'm starting to think they may just be more trap holes.
They could be.
Was Acid Trap Hole released during
that's DDS, I believe it would be, but I don't think anybody's using it.
Okay. The idea of removing a Magician of Faith really quickly wasn't too bad.
Well, tribute to the Dooms. Pitching Sangan, taking care of Faith. Oh, the Faith was held. Oh, Alex, that hurts. And now he's free to summon and walk straight over that Bug, and there is another Sangan. Not even risking advantage by placing it on the field. 550 damage. And will we see Alex Buell's life points start to shred slowly? Another back row.
That advantage from the back row is going to keep this the Kid Flash from basically getting smashed by stuff like Heavy Storm. Hopefully Solemn Judgment. Yes, there we go. Half your life points of 2,950 is not that big.
It's like 1425, right? Or 1475, yes, something in there.
It's 1475.
Ooh, some maths real quick.
1375.
Yep, 1475 indeed. So Heavy Storm bounces off, and there's still 3 back row. But should Alex get to another Magician of Faith, that's a lot of back row down. Interesting to see Solemn Judgment. Oh,
Jirai Gumo on the normal summon. He does not care about his life points anymore. He is going in.
Yeah, he has said, if you've got just desserts, you've got it. Like, bro, who plays that card?
Oh, man.
1,000. That is one of the ultimate beaters. One of the other ultimate beaters during this format that's very underrated is the Dark Elf.
Dark Elf, the 2K, pay 1,000 to swing in?
Yeah. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, I remember her. Oh, half your life points. Oh, no. Goodness gracious. This old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Seems to be the most vintage form of learning division. And then learning how to round down.
So he has 737.5 life points. I believe the attack still goes through for Alex, and he still loses the life points.
It always goes through. It's just that the life point halving is a problem. Not that big a problem if you have Megamorphs. There are instances where the whole like Jirai Gumo plus Megamorph swing in. I don't care if I half my life points, you're taking damage. That's always been a thing.
Was Megamorph MRD or MRL?
Oh, it might be MRL. You know what?
Yeah.
To the internet away.
Pretty sure that's MRL. Let's see. TCG sets.
Starter deck, Kaiba Evolution. Go all the way back. Starter deck, Seto Kaiba. Come on. Look at the North America. Came out Magic Roller. You're right.
Life points, rounding doesn't matter too much when you're in the 10s.
You're like, oh, I got half my life points with Solemn Judgment. I'm at 9 life points.
Let's see here. Alex lost 1,000, lost 22. Why did he lose 2,000 before that? Yeah, he's taking 1,000 or 2,000 too much now.
Yeah, he just. Oh, I think it's because he accidentally calculated the. He was looking at Jirai thinking it was 2,000, took the damage, and then before the coin flip happened.
Rounds up, otherwise you could theoretically hit 0 by halving. If you rounded down, if you kept exact life points, you weren't in trouble of either of these things. We have 737.5 life points on the feature table right now. It doesn't get weirder than that.
Does Upper Deck have policies about life points?
I think you were supposed to round up when you rounded.
I was gonna say, I'm like, this makes more sense just to round up in general.
A Wall of Illusion in attack mode. He is really wanting to pressure.
He's going ham.
Oh, yeah, he threatened game, so one of the back row had to flip. Now he can force Alex's cards one at a time, which are already dwindling and almost non-existent at this point. And a Solemn. He said, I think I have the game here unless you've got another back row. Is Mirror Force at 1 at this point? I'm actually not sure.
I think so, because I think Pot of Greed, and Giant Trinade had not come out yet, right?
Yeah, Giant Trinade's not out yet.
Yeah.
Cylinder's release was all the way in Labyrinth of Nightmare, I believe. LON. It was the counter secret to Gemini Elf, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, that's when the 1900s started coming in.
369 life points. He's got the calculator out. Divide by 2. Divide by 2.
What?
Whoa!
Ooh. Not kidding right now. A direct attack from one of those little tiny Jinzo number 7s or something like that with a tiny attack boost.
Anything that can run over Wall of Illusion for 400 damage.
Oh my god, you're right. Summon Mechanical Chaser.
Well, there's 3 back row he has to contend with still, too, here. Oh, man, the solemn juice here. Fissure is going to take care of Sangan or Wall. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the
Let them all die so that he isn't going to take any damage from the... Yeah, exactly.
Your choice if tied. So, oh, double Fissure.
And he's just fissuring again.
Yeah, he's showing that he loses. That is GG's. Guess he'll see what he searches, hoping to get another peek at maybe something else he's playing, but it's just another witch.
Just to keep the consistency.
Woo! And a draw. Yu-Gi-Oh! Evolves so much in just 2 sets. And there's the punch, but it's not game yet.
Yeah, he does have 1 turn left, and did Alex use Raigeki early on, right? Yeah, he did.
He lands on heads this time after saying heads, please, please not again. There it is. But we always like to take this time between games to thank our sponsors for these amazing free tournaments, never charging you guys entry and allowing us such creative control as to be able to do a tournament like this for you guys. Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles, Gem Playmats, No Limit Gaming, and TrollandToad.com. Without them, we don't have these awesome things for you guys where we have awesome buff-up prices with the 3 duelists, the first, second, and third will get a chance to win. I believe this month it's $50 New Zealand store credit with their choice of a box or a gem mat. Second place gets the sloppy seconds with the leftover box or playmat, whatever first didn't choose. They get some side action there. And third place gets to fight for half of a box with fourth place. Fourth place gets a pat on the back and a see you next tournament. Third place walks away with half a box. The salty runoff.
I like how sloppy seconds is still advertiser friendly.
Yeah.
Think about that for a second.
Demonetize.
Euphemisms.
What if advertiser friendly is a flag word?
Oh my gosh, no! I don't want you getting, you know, screwed over because of that.
Oh no.
No, the side-in. What do you think this, like the game back then? What was the side deck? Like, how did that...
You very well could. If you're up a game, get cheeky, maybe side some burn stuff. You've seen solemns at this point. Maybe you have just desserts in your side to punish the solemns from the player.
Raging Flame Sprite came out of Metal Raiders?
No. That's far later. I think that's like SOI.
That's way in the future. I'm just sitting there going like, oh man, I started playing and learning the game mechanically a little bit later on in Yu-Gi-Oh! History, like at around the release of, like, I would say Pharaonic Guardian.
Yeah, Pharaonic Guardian. PGD is one of our play formats, I believe, as well, actually.
I got actually better at the game in general due to playing on the Game Boy Advance games. Like Eternal Duelist Soul was the one that got me actually good. At
Rise of Destiny was its release.
Oh, Rise of Destiny. Okay.
You can side in, burn, or a different deck core. Yeah, there are a few different decks.
He drew a card.
Weird. And so he's going to set one pass. Wow, no board advantage, no Sangan, no Witch, no realistic thing. And there's a Witch free pressure, as we would call it.
Seems to me like that no summoning on the turn 1 is probably because he doesn't want to get hit by a Fissure.
Fissure and Raigeki still relatively popular here.
Yeah. One set, one pass, and we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, there's a lot more setting and a lot more things to pull the Fissures, though, in this format, such as Sangan and Witch, Mask Restrict, Magician of Faith. Fissure does a lot less for this until you clear the board and then take care of, like, a Summon Skull with it. It definitely just doesn't have as big of a place as LOB format did. There's Legend, one of our 1800 beaters.
Green Robin Williams swung into Witch, and now she's gonna float.
Oh man, but I am feeling a chaser coming for this drink. What is his defense? I actually don't know.
Thunder Dragon. He is gonna deck in and possibly make a twin Thunder Dragon.
That is actually interesting to see in this format.
Watch him draw another Thunder Dragon, so he only has to add one.
I wonder what his reasoning is for playing Thunder Dragon in this format. I don't think that I saw many duelists play that here. Oh, he's playing Tribute for the Doom, so that is a free pitch.
Yes, theoretically, unless he wants to somehow. Oh, yeah, he's got a lot of removal, I would expect. So possibly having discard.
Well,
fodder.
we know he only has 5 real cards now. Sangan
Yes,
again.
So now he's only got 3 now.
Why not throw Sandwich while you're at it? It's not legal, I don't think, for this one. Yeah, we totally should have legalized Sandwich. Sandwich Turbo. And Swords of Revealing Light. He said back off 3 turns. Heavy Storm, Pro Storm! Thank you, CJ, our first Pro Storm of the tournament!
Hidden the entire time, so it was very obvious that whatever was hiding there, it was in an attempt to stop the Solemn Judgment play, and it didn't work out.
Man, Sangan beat. We are seeing critters fly. Reborn the monster, I guess, is going to go for legit, and I guess there's a shortage of monsters here.
I mean, he could recur that Thunder Dragon in his opponent's grave, but...
yeah, this seems more palatable. And we're going to swing in for 800 damage. But there's a search at the end of that. And that could be Witch, that could be Mask, that could be Faith. He goes for the Witch, though.
He's just going to keep to the deck thinning and add to the consistency.
There's nothing to really take care of face downs usually, but with CJ's engine playing Tribute to the Doom, he can actually take care of face downs for free.
Man, you were calling. He does have a lot of monster removal. Kid Flash is playing so much destruction.
Yeah, he's really relying on these floaters, and it's working out for him. Oh, see, this Mirror Force is actually just straight up a neg-1.
Yeah, it's a neg-1 with the optimistic look of you're not taking 2100 damage.
Yeah, but he has committed to a summon this turn. We know there's 2 dead cards in hand, so we're going to know 4 out of 7 cards in Kid Flash's hand, and he cannot commit another normal summon this turn. So he's got to set something or he's going to lose a Thunder Dragon here. He's at 7 cards, past the hand limit.
As we progress, want to make a note, neither player has played Pot of Greed, so those are still floating in both players' decks.
Indeed. Yeah, we've got a draw. It is limited to 1, though, at this point already.
Right. But looking at the Thunder Dragon, the 3 or 4 searches now we've had with the Sangans and the Witches on Kid Flash's side, it's becoming more and more likely that that's going to be a draw.
Oh, no. Alex Buell states, my monsters are on vacation.
On vacation?
Yeah,
they went off for a pack of smokes and never came back.
They took the duel off. They're having a good time, and Alex is just getting beat down by 6 arms from Mech Chaser.
Oh man,
need more floats. Man,
more floaties. I want to see a picture, and it shows Witch of the Black Forest. Sangan.
Pot of Greed. There it is, off the top. Just what he needed here. But I got a feeling CJ's got to have a Tribute to the Doomed, even if Alex is placing a face down. Whew. So Fissure's gonna take care of Mech Chaser. There's no Call of the Haunted yet, that's PSV. There's not really a way to block it besides maybe Solemn or Magic Jammer. He's not gonna pay half of his life points at this juncture just to stop a Fissure. He would stop the normal summon if anything, if he thinks he can nail in game there. And we got a set. Drawing back to 7 for CJ.
I want to see an image or a picture. Ooh, Dark Hole, just get rid of it all.
Pro everything from CJ.
How many turns was that set?
Solemn back.
Solemn, just say no.
Oh, if there is a Tribute to the Doom, that could be game. Oh, Change of Heart. If that is a wall, it's game. It has to be. It has to be like not Man-Eater Bug. Like if it's Man-Eater Bug.
Wall of Illusion. It's got to be Wall of Illusion. He wouldn't have Solemn. Oh, it was Man-Eater Bug. Wow. And there's the
tribute summon for Game. Thunder Dragon for Game, not like this. Alex Buell.
Oh my goodness.
Goes down 2-0 to CJ Krause, but it was GG's. We got to see a lot of floating. Oh man, what Sangan and Witch used to do. That's a pretty good look at it. It looks like Alex might have been more of a direct.
The tribute you were talking about.
Yeah, it looks like Alex kind of stuck with more LOB strats from the previous round. Perhaps he's starting to show other cards.
Heavy Storm, Dark Hole. Oh my goodness, he had so many power cards, but they could not avail him.
Yeah, his 2 monsters during the entire game were Legend and Maneater. Just no pressure at all.
Maybe he sided out a bunch of monsters.
It really seems like